Hello everyone. I'm already half an hour late in posting this, so I'm only going to take this video once, but I apologize beforehand if I stutter or if I talk too quickly. I'm so sorry about that. I just wanted to go over the outline that I kind of took over the last couple of chapters that we've read, starting with chapter 1. I think that's a good place to start. This chapter was talking a lot about ways to process family life education, which I think is just one of my favorite things. I have an older sister who has this degree, and she has transferred a lot of her excitement about family life education and a lot of her motivation to do this. And so I feel like this is something that this chapter was something that I got really excited about. Kind of a couple of points that I'll point out is the collaborative approach. I really like collaboration. I like learning and taking things from other people and being able to process that in my own mind. I feel like that's why BYU Idaho is a good fit for me, is because of discussion boards where we can kind of pull from others' thoughts and so that we can blend those into our own. I also really liked the collective approach. I think that that's the indecisiveness in me, and I feel like that's something that I can really relate to in wanting to use all of the approaches to kind of get your point across, but also learn from others and also kind of experience how other people feel. I also really liked reading about the web-based education, family education. We live in this great day and age where we can use our computers or our cell phones or other technology to kind of pass information back and forth. And I think that having family life education being able to be at our fingertips is miraculous. I think that a lot of families in our religion, but also out of our religion, could really use some motivation and some help to understand their family a little bit more and understand kind of what their culture is, and kind of bring some of that into their home, but also if they have a really good home, they can share that, and so that other people can experience that as well. And having that on the web would be great. I also really like community resources. I want to be a librarian one day, and so to me, community outreach is a huge thing for me, and I love being able to experience that. I have done a couple of volunteer programs over the summers for libraries, and a couple of them have involved families, and a couple of workshops that are held at the library that I've been able to attend. And I think just getting the entire community involved is really important. Me and Nicole are actually working together on a workshop, and I'm just so excited to be able to invite everyone to attend this meeting. I doubt anyone will show up besides who's in my ward, but I'm excited to open it up for the community and be able to share those resources together. I'm excited about that. I have a lot of notes on chapter 1, but I think that we'll stop there and move on to chapter 16, which was the marketing chapter, which I also really loved. I remember when I was little, I was always called the little entrepreneur because I would do anything to get some extra money to get some school clothes in September near my birthday, and I would think of the most random things to help build money. But it also transferred into my adulthood and how I like to draw on my resources to be able to promote myself as I'm also a hairdresser, weird, but also promote that and kind of market myself as a hairdresser and also as a potential employer. This marketing thing, it's all encompassing, that's for sure. I think what was really important here is like the price. I have been to many workshops that are free, which is great, and I know that that's what we're planning on, but I have also been to some that are expensive, and I want to say that they were worth my time, but I'm not sure that they were. So I think it's vital to like really look at what you're presenting and make sure that your price is right on that. I think the place is also super important. As we were, okay, I'm talking to Nicole here, but everyone is involved. As I think about where I want to hold the workshop in my community, I live in the same house that I grew up in, but I have so many friends and neighbors that I feel like would actually really enjoy this, but I also want it to be open to the community, like we talked 2 minutes ago. And I wanted it to be central to my community, so I'm actually going to do it at the college at the Institute building. So I think that will be it's right off the freeway, it's close, it's pretty easy to find. All those things are great. Another big one for me is promotion. I have spent too many years on activities committees for YSA wards, and most recently I held a 5-year reunion for our ward, and so I had invited all of the people that had ever attended that ward, even if it was for like a couple of months. Everyone I invited to this ward reunion, and it was just so fun to like talk to these people I hadn't seen for 5 years. Okay, I'm kind of old for the singles ward, but I mean, it was just great to see all this and try and market and promote this activity. And again, we live in this great technology world that we can invite people across the hall or across the world to participate in this, and I think that that's going to be really helpful to my particular situation for teaching about teenagers and not having anyone in the singles ward that is a parent to teenagers. That's going to be interesting. I also, there's one other thing. I just have my book here in a little tab. I think that some of these characteristics, like believe in the advantages of performing, that the behavior outweighs the disadvantages. I think that in particular really works for the workshop that me and Nicole are doing. I think that I have passion about how like I was treated as a teenager and how wonderful my parents were, and I saw a lot of my friends go through terrible times with their parents, and I was so grateful that that wasn't my life, but it was because my parents had taken the time to learn about how to be a parent to a teenager, and I'm excited to bring that into the community. Believe that the proposed behavior will lower the risk. I am a firm believer that in this particular case, I'm a firm believer that treating your teenagers better or treating your adolescents better and having them build trust and respect in you as an adult and as your parent or as a parent, I don't think that that's I don't see the bad there, I think is what I'm saying. And I'm passionate about this and I'm super excited to continue with this workshop. I think my time is up, so I'm gonna exit the video, but thank you so much for watching. And again, I apologize for how late this is and all other things that may have been wrong with this video. Thank you, bye.